It started with a whisper that turned into a roar across social media, the name Erika Kirk suddenly trending beside the words lies, Zionist, and Charlie. Fans had no idea what was coming, but what Erika was about to reveal would flip everything upside down. For months, quiet rumors had swirled about a secret feud brewing behind closed doors, a rift so deep that even close friends refused to comment. But now, after weeks of eerie silence and cryptic posts, Erika finally broke down the walls, speaking her truth with trembling hands and raw emotion, pulling the curtain back on the lies that had shadowed her and Charlie for years. It wasn't just another celebrity argument, it was an explosion of betrayal, manipulation, and political power plays that no one saw coming. "They made us look like enemies," Erika said through tears in a late-night live session. "But the truth is, we were both being used." Her voice cracked as thousands of viewers flooded the comments, begging her to explain what she meant. Was Charlie in danger? Was someone controlling their narrative from behind the scenes? The air online was thick with panic and curiosity. Clips of Erika's confession spread like wildfire, stitched and reshared across every platform. Former friends chimed in, some defending her, others calling her unstable and desperate for attention. But when screenshots began messages, leaked emails, and photos that hinted at something much bigger, suddenly, everyone went silent. It wasn't just a lover's quarrel or a PR stunt. According to Erika, this was a network of lies built to destroy Charlie's name. A deliberate campaign to silence anyone who knew too much. She claimed it went far beyond fame. It was about control, influence, and secrets powerful enough to ruin lives. As she wiped away tears, her eyes darkened. "You all have no idea what's really going on," she said, her tone trembling with anger. "They wanted me to stay quiet. But not anymore." That single statement sent shockwaves through Hollywood. Fans began digging, pulling up old footage, past interviews, and half-forgotten scandals. Every clip suddenly looked suspicious. Every pause, every nervous smile, reinterpreted under a new light. Theories spread faster than the truth could keep up. Some said Erika was exposing an underground alliance. Others believed she'd lost touch with reality. But when Charlie's team went completely silent and refused to issue a statement, even skeptics started to wonder, what if she wasn't lying? What if the Zionist lies she spoke about weren't a metaphor, but a truth that had been carefully buried? One thing was certain. This wasn't just drama anymore. It was a storm, and Erika Kirk was standing right in the center, unafraid to watch the world burn around her as she finally told her side of the story. The tension had been building for months, but nobody expected it to explode like this. Erika Kirk's revelation didn't just drop like a bomb, it detonated, shaking the very foundation of Charlie's world. The evening had started like any other. A quiet family dinner turned tense the moment Erika's phone buzzed with the first leaked message. She hesitated, her fingers hovering over the screen as her mind raced. It wasn't just gossip this time. These were carefully curated lies, messages meant to manipulate, control, and destroy. She looked across the table at Charlie, who tried to maintain composure. But the slight twitch in his jaw betrayed his anxiety. Fans had speculated endlessly about their relationship, some calling it perfect, others claiming it was a facade. But tonight, the truth had no intention of staying hidden. "They've been doing this for years," Erika whispered, voice low but determined, glancing around to make sure no one could overhear. "And it ends now." She opened the message thread, revealing conversations that contradicted everything the public had been told. Screenshots showed friends she had trusted conspiring against Charlie, strategically feeding false narratives to the media. The names behind these messages weren't just familiar, they were people everyone respected. People who held influence and power. The revelation hit like a punch. Charlie's expression hardened, his eyes narrowing as he scrolled through the proof. Emotions ran high, the room heavy with a mixture of shock, anger, and betrayal. "Why would they do this?" Charlie finally asked, voice almost breaking. "What could they gain from destroying us?" Erika didn't answer immediately. She had rehearsed this moment in her mind countless times, but reality made it more intense than she ever imagined. "Control," she said firmly, voice rising. "It's always about control. They want us to play their game, follow their rules, and stay silent. But I won't let them win anymore." Outside, the world was already catching on. Fans began posting clips of Erika's cryptic live sessions, reinterpreting every past post, every story, every interaction through the lens of these new revelations. The hashtag #CHARLIES, truth exploded overnight. Influencers, bloggers, and even mainstream media outlets scrambled to cover the story, each adding their own spin, some sympathetic, others skeptical. But Erika and Charlie were living it, not watching it unfold. Private messages continued to surface, each more damning than the last. They revealed attempts to pit friends against each other, orchestrated arguments, and even planted rumors about Charlie's personal life, all designed to isolate him and discredit Erika. She remembered the moment she saw the first screenshot, how her heart sank and adrenaline spiked simultaneously. She knew this was bigger than just a feud. It was an orchestrated campaign. "Look at this," she said, handing the phone to Charlie. He read the text aloud, his voice tight with disbelief. "Charlie is a liability. She must be silenced. Handle her carefully." The words hung in the air, heavy with implication. The family was left divided immediately. Some didn't believe it, thinking it was another fabricated drama, while others began questioning everything they had assumed to be true. Arguments erupted, long-held grievances resurfaced, and even those who tried to mediate found themselves pulled into the storm. Erika could see it all unfolding, the fear in some eyes, the defensiveness in others. "They wanted me to stay quiet," she murmured, almost to herself. But silence only feeds lies. Charlie placed a hand over hers, grounding her, reminding her that despite the chaos, they were not alone. He had his doubts, of course, but seeing her courage reminded him why he had trusted her in the first place. The next morning, the couple faced an onslaught of messages from fans, each more frantic than the last. "Is it true? What did they do? How deep does this go?" Erika responded carefully, knowing that one wrong word could ignite another wave of misinformation. "We're sharing what's true," she wrote, "and we won't stop until the truth is clear." As the day progressed, the lies began unraveling in public. Friends who had once whispered behind closed doors were now forced to address their own involvement. The drama escalated when a former ally posted a video claiming innocence but inadvertently confirmed key details of the deception. Social media exploded with reactions, speculation, and heated debates. Some fans were outraged on behalf of Erika and Charlie, vowing to defend them. Others accused Erika of exaggeration, calling her claims dramatic and attentive. The couple had to navigate this storm carefully. Erika knew that every statement, every video, and every public appearance would be dissected. Yet, she also understood that hiding or denying the truth would only empower those who sought to manipulate them. As night fell, Erika and Charlie sat together, sifting through another batch of messages. Each one added another layer to the already complex web of deceit. There were moments of tears, moments of rage, and moments of silent reflection. "It's never-ending," Charlie muttered, exhaustion evident in his voice. Erika squeezed his hand. "We'll get through this. Together. We expose one lie at a time." Meanwhile, fans and commentators noticed patterns in the leaks, piecing together a narrative that made even the skeptics pause. Every seemingly random rumor now had context. Every accusation that had been thrown at Charlie began to make sense. It wasn't just bad luck or coincidence, it was deliberate. The pressure intensified when a high-profile friend, previously silent, broke their silence, confirming parts of Erika's claims and adding even more explosive details. This revelation caused tempers to flare across online communities, dividing fan bases and igniting heated debates. The emotional stakes were sky-high. Charlie's closest friends confronted him privately, some in disbelief, others in shock, demanding answers and clarity. "Why didn't you tell us sooner?" one asked. "We thought we knew the whole story." Erika, observing the tension, realized that uncovering the lies was only half the battle. Managing the fallout was equally challenging. She felt a mixture of triumph and anxiety, pride in standing up for the truth, but nervous about the consequences. A twist arrived when an anonymous source leaked audio of a private meeting, revealing conversations that implicated a network of manipulators targeting both her and Charlie. Fans were stunned. The clip painted a picture of betrayal, backstabbing, and carefully crafted falsehoods designed to ruin reputations. The comments section exploded. Some called it vindication for Erika, while others argued it proved she had been involved in similar tactics. The drama was escalating at every level, from personal confrontations to viral online debates. Emotions were raw, relationships strained, and every new revelation seemed to pull everyone deeper into the chaos. As the first part of the storm settled, Erika and Charlie faced a moment of quiet before the next wave hit. They knew this was only the beginning. The network behind the lies was far-reaching, and the public was hungry for more details, more drama, more confrontation. Yet in this brief pause, they found clarity, a mutual understanding that truth, though messy and painful, was a weapon more powerful than fear. The family, once divided by uncertainty, began to rally behind them, cautiously at first, then with growing determination. The air was tense, the night long, and as they prepared for the battles still to come, one fact was undeniable: the world had finally begun to see the reality of Erika Kirk's courage and Charlie's resilience. This was just the first chapter in a saga of deception, revelation, and raw human emotion that would leave fans shocked. Conversations heated, and the lines between truth and lies forever blurred. The morning after the first revelations brought no relief, only a deeper, more tangled web of lies waiting to be unraveled. Erika Kirk and Charlie awoke to an inbox flooded with screenshots, voice notes, and cryptic messages from sources both trusted and unknown. Every notification felt like a test, a challenge to their composure. As they sifted through the chaos, Charlie's phone rang, an unfamiliar number. Hesitation hung in the air, but Erika nodded for him to answer. The voice on the other end was calm, almost too calm, delivering information that confirmed the worst of their suspicions. "They've been tracking your every move," the caller said. "Every conversation, every post, every step you've taken for months monitored, twisted, and brought." Charlie's face paled, a cold sweat forming at his temples. Erika's stomach churned as she realized the extent of the manipulation. The lies weren't random. They were carefully engineered, meticulously designed to isolate them from allies, fans, and even family. She knew their next move had to be precise. The day was punctuated by confrontation after confrontation. First came a longtime friend who accused Erika of exaggeration, claiming she was overreacting. Emotions ran high, voices raised, and accusations flew like knives. "You don't understand," Erika pleaded. "This isn't imagination, these are facts, and I have proof." She held up her phone, showing messages, timestamps, and recordings that painted a picture far beyond casual rumor. The friend's skepticism faltered under the weight of evidence, but resentment lingered. It wasn't just personal betrayal, it was public, and everyone involved felt the pressure. Charlie stepped in, his voice steady but firm. "We've been played, manipulated, and lied to. But now, you all see it. The truth is out." The tension escalated when another figure emerged from the shadows, a former collaborator, previously silent, who dropped bombshell claims about orchestrated narratives designed to ruin Charlie's reputation. The timing was perfect, almost too perfect, leaving everyone questioning who else might have been involved. Erika's emotions shifted rapidly: relief that the truth was finally coming out, fear of the next twist, and determination to stay in control. She knew every reaction, every social media post, every leak would be dissected, weaponized, and debated. Yet she pressed on, refusing to be silenced. The day's chaos spilled online, with hashtags trending, clips going viral, and fans taking sides. Discussions heated into arguments. Some hailed Erika as a hero for exposing the lies. Others labeled her reckless, claiming she was fueling drama unnecessarily. The stakes were higher than ever. As night approached, the couple convened with their closest supporters, sharing every piece of evidence, every message, every revelation. "We need to plan carefully," Erika said, her voice resolute. "We can't just react, we have to anticipate. Every move they make, we must counter with truth." Their strategy sessions lasted hours, balancing the need for public transparency with private security. The revelations weren't just about Charlie's reputation, they touched friends, family, and even business associates, each with their own reactions, loyalties, and secrets. Midweek, a shocking leak surfaced: a video showing a supposed insider admitting to fabricating stories about Charlie under pressure from unknown high. The footage was grainy, voice distorted, but the content was undeniable. Fans erupted online, some expressing outrage on behalf of Charlie and Erika, others casting doubt, claiming it was staged. The couple had to navigate this minefield carefully, weighing every statement, every appearance, and every response. Private conversations became public fuel, alliances shifted, and trust fractured further. Charlie faced unexpected challenges from people he had considered allies for years. Some expressed disbelief, accusing him of negligence. Others admitted they had suspected manipulation but were powerless to act. Emotions ran high, and tempers flared during private meetings, often erupting into arguments that left everyone drained. Erika's role grew more central. She became both advocate and strategist, meticulously compiling evidence, contacting insiders, and documenting every interaction. Her calm, composed exterior masked the turmoil within, a mixture of fear, frustration, and a relentless drive to protect Charlie and uncover the truth. Meanwhile, the online narrative evolved rapidly. Fan communities dissected every clip, every screenshot, every public statement, creating elaborate theories about the scale of the conspiracy. Forums buzzed with speculation, some accurate, others wildly exaggerated. Erika and Charlie watched cautiously, knowing that the court of public opinion was unpredictable and often ruthless. Tensions peaked when a former confidant, previously loyal to Charlie, publicly questioned his motives in a viral post, subtly implying that Erika's claims were exaggerated. The backlash was immediate. Social media erupted with heated debates, accusations, and defenses. Erika addressed the controversy in a carefully scripted live video, maintaining composure while asserting the facts. "We are not here to entertain speculation," she said firmly. "We are here to present truth. And the truth is being hidden, manipulated, and twisted, but not for long." As the night deepened, new leaks continued to surface: private texts, emails, and recorded conversations revealing layers of deception no one had anticipated. The revelations suggested a coordinated effort to control narrative, manipulate perception, and destabilize relationships. Erika and Charlie were caught in the middle, forced to defend themselves while uncovering the orchestrators behind the scenes. The emotional toll was immense. Tears were shed, voices raised, and moments of despair collided with bursts of determination. The couple leaned on each other, finding strength in shared purpose and unwavering trust. The week concluded with a climactic confrontation. Erika and Charlie met with several implicated parties, exposing inconsistencies, challenging falsehoods, and demanding accountability. The atmosphere was charged, tempers flared, emotions ran high, and secrets spilled faster than anyone could control. The room was tense, every eye watching, every word scrutinized. Erika's voice cut through the chaos, unwavering and resolute. "The lies end here," she declared. "We will not be manipulated, silenced, or discredited. The truth will prevail." The reactions were immediate. Some admitted guilt, others doubled down, and a few chose silence, clearly unsettled by the sheer force of the exposure. Charlie watched, a mix of relief and apprehension washing over him. He knew the battle was far from over, but for the first time, he felt a measure of control, a sense that the narrative was shifting. The fans continued to follow, captivated by the unfolding drama. Discussions, debates, and analyses exploded across social media, turning personal revelations into public spectacle. Erika and Charlie remained at the center, navigating accusations, defending truth, and confronting deception with courage and precision. As the first part of the story closed, one fact remained undeniable: the orchestrated lies, manipulations, and betrayals had been exposed. But the fight for credibility, justice, and emotional resolution was only just beginning. They had survived the first wave of chaos, but deeper challenges loomed, promising more revelations. More confrontations, and more drama yet to unfold. The days that followed were relentless. Erika Kirk and Charlie found themselves constantly on edge, each notification, each message carrying the weight of potential disaster. The initial wave of exposure had shifted the public narrative, but the storm was far from over. New leaks surfaced almost daily, revealing layers of manipulation that seemed to stretch endlessly. Screenshots showed private conversations being twisted, videos edited to distort context, and emails rewritten to mislead. Erika's determination only intensified. She spent hours analyzing each piece of evidence, piecing together a timeline that exposed the orchestrators' tactics. Charlie, though exhausted, stood firmly by her side, providing support and counsel. Their personal stakes were immense. Friendships were strained to breaking points, family ties tested, and public perception teetered dangerously between sympathy and skepticism. During one particularly tense morning, a message arrived from an unexpected source, a former insider who had previously remained silent. The content was explosive, claiming that some of Charlie's closest advisors had been complicit in spreading false narratives for months, motivated by jealousy, ambition, or personal vendettas. Erika read the message aloud, her voice steady despite the storm raging inside her. "This is bigger than we thought," she said, glancing at Charlie. He nodded, eyes hard, jaw clenched. "We have to be meticulous. One wrong move and they'll twist it against us again." The couple convened a private strategy session with their closest allies. Every detail was scrutinized, every potential leak discussed, and every message cross-referenced. It was exhausting, but necessary. Trust was scarce, and deception lurked in every corner. The emotional toll was undeniable. Charlie's frustration simmered, erupting occasionally in heated arguments that mirrored the chaos of their online battles. Erika, while maintaining composure publicly, grappled privately with fear, anger, and determination. Each confrontation, each revelation, deepened their resolve. Meanwhile, the public's fascination grew. Fan theories circulated at lightning speed, dissecting every detail, questioning motives, and speculating about hidden agendas. Hashtags trended, clips of past interactions resurfaced, and debates intensified. Some fans rallied behind Erika and Charlie, offering support and sympathy. Others, convinced of ulterior motives, criticized, doubted, and speculated. Tension within personal circles reached new heights. A longtime friend confronted Charlie privately, demanding answers about alleged inconsistencies in his narrative. The discussion escalated quickly, emotions flaring, voices raised, until Erika intervened, presenting documented evidence to clarify the truth. The confrontation ended, but the aftershocks lingered. The web of lies was vast, but Erika's meticulous documentation slowly began to reveal the patterns, exposing the tactics used to manipulate, divide, and control. In one pivotal moment, a video surfaced from a previously anonymous source, corroborating key aspects of Erika's claims. The footage was raw, unedited, and direct, showing conversations that confirmed manipulation and deceit at high levels. The impact was immediate. Fans were stunned, commentators scrambled, and online communities erupted in debate. Erika and Charlie's credibility surged as the evidence became irrefutable, yet, new challenges emerged. Some allies, fearful of backlash, distanced themselves. Others, emboldened by the public attention, began making their own claims, further complicating the narrative. Charlie faced renewed scrutiny, as every action, every word, and every interaction was dissected. Erika, however, remained steadfast. She organized the evidence, strategized their public responses, and maintained a narrative of transparency and truth. The tension reached a fever pitch when a private meeting was leaked, showing discussions that implied even deeper schemes, suggesting that the manipulation extended beyond personal grievances into professional sabotage. The family was drawn in, torn between loyalty, skepticism, and shock. Private arguments erupted over perceived betrayals, misunderstandings, and hidden motives. Erika navigated these conflicts with a mix of diplomacy and firmness, determined to maintain focus on exposing the lies while protecting Charlie. The media frenzy intensified. Every leak, every revelation, every public statement was amplified, dissected, and debated. Mainstream outlets ran stories, influencers analyzed every nuance, and social media platforms became battlegrounds for truth, speculation, and opinion. Erika and Charlie were constantly aware of the stakes. The pressure was unrelenting, the scrutiny unforgiving, and the need for accuracy paramount. Through it all, they discovered surprising allies. Former skeptics who, confronted with irrefutable evidence, publicly supported their cause. The tide of public opinion began shifting, yet the couple knew the battle was far from over. Just as relief seemed within reach, a shocking revelation emerged. Trusted advisor had been secretly recording conversations, compiling evidence for personal gain. The betrayal was devastating, reigniting emotional turmoil, tension, and the urgent need for caution. Erika and Charlie regrouped, reassessing every connection, evaluating every piece of evidence, and reinforcing their commitment to truth. They realized that in a world dominated by deception, only meticulous planning, careful documentation, and unwavering courage could protect them. The public, captivated by the unfolding drama, remained engaged. Hashtags trended, clips circulated, and debates continued to rage. Each revelation brought new questions, new challenges, and new opportunities for exposure. Erika's voice, once a whisper amid the noise, had become a clarion call for truth. Charlie, though weary, found strength in their shared purpose, facing betrayal, scrutiny, and danger with resilience. As the days passed, patterns became clearer, strategies sharpened, and the couple began taking proactive steps to counter manipulation. Confrontations with implicated parties grew increasingly tense, often culminating in heated exchanges where truths were revealed, denials exposed, and motives laid bare. The emotional stakes remained high. Tears, anger, relief, and determination intermingled in a complex web of human response. Through every twist, every revelation, and every confrontation, Erika and Charlie's bond deepened, reinforced by shared adversity, mutual trust, and unwavering commitment to uncovering the truth. The first wave of public drama had been weathered, but the larger battle was just beginning. The stakes were higher, the lies more insidious, and the potential fallout enormous. Yet Erika and Charlie pressed forward, guided by evidence, strategy, and a resolute determination to expose every layer of deception, defend their reputations, and reclaim control of their narrative. With each new day, they moved closer to unraveling the full extent of the manipulation, knowing that the path ahead would demand courage, clarity, and unyielding resolve. The storm was far from over, but for the first time, Erika and Charlie could see the edges of the chaos, ready to confront whatever emerged next. The intensity of the unfolding drama showed no signs of slowing. Erika Kirk and Charlie had barely caught their breath from the previous wave of revelations when a new layer of deceit surfaced, shaking their world even further. It began with an anonymous message delivered through a trusted intermediary, cryptic, urgent, and laden with implications. The note claimed that certain media outlets had been fed false information intentionally, orchestrated to amplify conflict and misrepresent Charlie and Erika's actions. The couple immediately recognized the significance. This was no longer just a personal feud or online speculation. It was a calculated campaign designed to manipulate public perception on a massive scale. As they digested the message, Charlie's phone buzzed with multiple notifications from friends and family, all expressing shock, confusion, and concern. Some believed the claims, others, family, all expressing shock, confusion, and concern. Some believed the claims, others doubted, and a few suggested staying silent. But Erika was adamant. "We cannot let them control the narrative anymore," she said, her voice firm yet tinged with exhaustion. "We expose everything, or this never ends." Hours passed as the couple and their closest allies combed through mountains of digital evidence, private messages, and video clips, each revealing increasingly elaborate schemes aimed at undermining them. The scope of the manipulation was staggering. Friends they had considered loyal were implicated. Trusted advisors were exposed as complicit, and the reach of those orchestrating the lies seemed limitless. Emotions ran high. Charlie, usually reserved, found himself voicing raw frustration, his anger boiling over during tense strategy sessions. Erika, though equally stressed, maintained a strategic calm, documenting everything meticulously and planning their next moves with precision. The emotional stakes intensified further when a longtime family friend confronted them, demanding answers about inconsistencies that had surfaced in past interactions. The discussion escalated quickly, accusations flew, voices raised, and tears were shed. "You have to understand," Erika insisted, holding up irrefutable evidence. "Everything we are revealing has been manipulated. The lies were designed to confuse, divide, and isolate us. We have the proof." The confrontation, while draining, served a critical purpose. It clarified the truth for those willing to listen and demonstrated the arcest lengths to which the orchestrators had gone to fabricate narratives. Outside their private circles, the drama had taken on a life of its own. Social media exploded with speculation, debates, and theories. Fans dissected every public appearance, scrutinized every statement, and analyzed every leaked piece of information. Online communities became battlegrounds, each faction claiming to represent truth, while misinformation spread as rapidly as verified details. The couple navigated this chaos cautiously. Every public statement was crafted to convey facts without escalation, every interaction measured to avoid misinterpretation. Yet, despite their careful approach, the intensity of the narrative continued to rise. Midway through the week, a particularly explosive leak emerged, a video recording of a private meeting, in which several individuals were caught discussing plans to manipulate both Charlie and Erika publicly. The footage, grainy but undeniable, corroborated many of the claims the couple had made privately. Reactions were instantaneous. Fans expressed outrage, commentators dissected the implications, and the media frenzy intensified. Erika's credibility surged, her voice increasingly seen as the source of truth amid the chaos. However, new challenges emerged almost immediately. One implicated party, facing public scrutiny, attempted to shift blame back onto Erika, claiming her narrative was exaggerated and self-serving. The move sparked renewed debates, heated arguments, and emotional confrontations across private and public spaces. Charlie's loyalty was tested as well, with some of his associates questioning whether he had overlooked signs of manipulation for too long. The couple, undeterred, focused on the evidence. Meticulously documented messages, recordings, and emails were compiled, analyzed, and shared strategically to reinforce their claims. Tensions peaked during a critical confrontation with several involved parties, The room was charged with emotion, voices rose, and the atmosphere was tense. Erika and Charlie presented their compiled evidence, systematically exposing falsehoods, inconsistencies, and deceit. The reactions varied. Some admitted guilt, others deflected or denied, while a few remained silent, clearly unsettled by the overwhelming proof. The emotional toll of the confrontation was significant. Tears, frustration, and relief intermingled as the couple navigated the complex interplay of truth, deception, and human reaction. Yet even in this chaos, their bond strengthened. Shared adversity, mutual trust, and commitment to truth forged a resilient partnership capable of withstanding external pressures. Outside their immediate circle, the ripple effects continued. Online, fan communities dissected every revelation, speculated on hidden motives, and debated the authenticity of new leaks. Mainstream media picked up fragments of the story, further amplifying public interest and scrutiny. Erika and Charlie were acutely aware of the stakes. Every misstep could be manipulated, every public statement scrutinized, and every interaction misinterpreted. They approached each development with strategic caution, yet remained committed to transparency and truth. A particularly tense moment arrived when a former insider, previously silent, went public, corroborating Erika's claims and revealing additional details about coordinated manipulation efforts. The revelation ignited renewed public debate, polarized fanbases, and intensified media coverage. Erika and Charlie, while fatigued, recognized the importance of this moment. Public acknowledgement of the orchestration validated their struggle and provided leverage to counter further false narratives. As the week drew on, the couple's strategy evolved. Proactive measures were implemented, public statements, controlled disclosures, and carefully curated communications aimed at reinforcing the truth while mitigating potential misinterpretation. Emotionally, the couple remained vigilant. Moments of despair were tempered by determination, moments of frustration countered by strategic planning. The depth of manipulation they had uncovered reinforced the necessity of their approach. Despite exhaustion, Erika continued to lead the charge, meticulously analyzing evidence, coordinating responses, and maintaining a narrative of truth and transparency. Charlie, grounded and resolute, supported each move, providing counsel, protection, and unwavering loyalty. By the end of this period, the couple had weathered multiple storms, personal confrontations, media scrutiny, online debates, and emotional strain. Yet, each challenge strengthened their resolve, sharpened their strategy, and clarified the path forward. They had exposed significant layers of deception, validated their claims through irrefutable evidence, and established a growing base of support among fans, allies, and former skeptics. The battle was far from over. New revelations loomed, emotional pressures persisted, and the orchestration behind the lies remained partially hidden. Yet, with evidence in hand, trust in each other, and strategic planning in place, Erika and Charlie were poised to confront the next wave of manipulation with clarity, courage, and unyielding determination. The public watched, captivated, debating, and speculating, unaware of the full scope, but unable to look away. The stage was set for the next chapter in a saga of deception, exposure, and emotional intensity that promised to leave no stone unturned. The following days descended into a whirlwind of revelations, confrontations, and relentless scrutiny. Erika Kirk and Charlie found themselves navigating a maze of lies that seemed to expand with each passing hour. The digital world had become both a battlefield and a magnifying glass. Every post, every comment, every reaction amplified the tension and forced the couple to respond strategically. Erika spent hours meticulously organizing evidence, screenshots, voice notes, emails, and recordings that exposed the intricate network of deception surrounding them. Each piece revealed not only the scope of the manipulation but also the emotional toll it had taken on Charlie, their families, and even longtime friends who had unknowingly been drawn into the web of lies. "They thought we wouldn't see it," Erika murmured one night, scrolling through hundreds of messages that traced months of calculated misinformation. Charlie, leaning over her shoulder, shook his head. "It's bigger than we imagined," he said quietly. The couple began scheduling private meetings with allies, carefully vetting every interaction to ensure no further leaks could be exploited against them. These sessions were tense. Emotions ran high, voices occasionally rose, and frustration flared as the full magnitude of betrayal became clear. In one intense exchange, a trusted family member admitted to unknowingly sharing manipulated information, expressing guilt and disbelief. Erika, though emotional, maintained composure. "It's not about blame," she said. "It's about understanding," she said. "It's about understanding." how deep this goes and making sure it ends now. Outside the walls of their private circle, the drama had captivated the public. Fan forums buzzed with activity, dissecting every public appearance, replaying every leaked clip, and speculating about motives, alliances, and potential outcomes. Social media became a battleground for truth and misinformation, with hashtags trending daily and viral clips reigniting debates. The couple's opponents, sensing vulnerability, tried new tactics: misleading posts, edited clips, and strategic leaks aimed at undermining Charli and Erika's credibility. Yet, with each attempt, the couple countered, releasing verified evidence that not only exposed the manipulation but also highlighted inconsistencies in the orchestrator's narratives. One particularly shocking revelation came from an unexpected insider who went public, corroborating Erika's claims while revealing additional plots to control the narrative. The public reaction was immediate. Fans were both outraged and vindicated. Mainstream media scrambled to report, and online communities erupted in heated discussion. The emotional stakes intensified within Charli and Erika's immediate circle. Allies questioned loyalties, longtime friends expressed skepticism, and the couple faced repeated confrontations that tested their patience and resolve. In one pivotal moment, a former confidant confronted Charli about alleged inconsistencies in his past statements. Tensions escalated quickly, but Erika intervened, presenting meticulously documented evidence that clarified the truth and held the room in stunned silence. The weight of the ongoing revelations became almost suffocating. Every new leak seemed to add another layer to the already complex web, and the couple had to balance emotional resilience with strategic decision-making. Charli, usually reserved, began expressing his frustration more openly, while Erika channeled her emotions into planning, analyzing, and communicating with precision. Despite the chaos, the couple found moments of solidarity, drawing strength from each other and reinforcing the bond that had carried them through the initial waves of drama. These moments, though fleeting, were critical in sustaining their focus and determination. As new evidence continued to surface, the couple began uncovering patterns, tactics repeated, narratives recycled, and strategies aimed at keeping them off balance. Recognizing these patterns allowed Erika and Charli to anticipate potential moves and prepare countermeasures. One breakthrough came when a previously silent insider shared recordings of private discussions, implicating multiple parties in coordinated efforts to destabilize Charli and manipulate Erika. The footage was irrefutable, showing calculated deceit and confirming suspicions that the manipulation extended far beyond personal conflicts. The public response was immediate and intense. Discussions exploded online, fans dissected every frame, and commentators debated the implications. Some expressed outrage, others skepticism, but the undeniable evidence shifted public perception, bolstering Erika and Charli's credibility. Yet, with every victory came new challenges. An anonymous party attempted to discredit Erika by suggesting selective editing or misrepresentation of context. The couple had to respond carefully, balancing transparency with strategic restraint. Simultaneously, tensions within family and friend circles remained high. Confrontations erupted over perceived betrayals, miscommunications, and loyalties tested. Erika navigated these interactions with a mix of firmness and empathy, maintaining focus on the broader goal of exposing the full scope of the deception. The couple also faced unprecedented scrutiny from media outlets. Interviews, social media, posts, and public appearances were dissected, often misinterpreted or taken out of context. Erika and Charli responded with precision, releasing verified documentation to support their statements while avoiding unnecessary escalation. Midweek brought another explosive development. Leaked audio revealed conversations that implicated high-profile figures in the manipulation campaign. The recordings, though carefully edited by the perpetrators, provided enough context to confirm their involvement and motives. Fans erupted online, debates reignited, and mainstream media coverage intensified. Emotionally, the couple experienced the full-spectrum relief, anger, anxiety, and determination. Each revelation demanded processing, each confrontation required strategy, and each public reaction influenced their next steps. Despite exhaustion, Erika and Charli pressed forward, documenting evidence, coordinating responses, and preparing for further confrontations. They knew the battle was far from over, but the clarity gained from these revelations provided a framework for action. By the end of the week, the couple had exposed multiple layers of deceit, strengthened their support network, and gained a measure of control over the narrative. Yet, the emotional and strategic challenges persisted. The orchestration behind the lies was extensive, and while significant progress had been made, new revelations and potential betrayals loomed. Erika and Charlie faced a future where resilience and strategic planning would remain essential. The public, captivated by every development, remained engaged, debating, supporting, and speculating. The couple's journey through manipulation, betrayal, and revelation had become a saga that blurred the lines between private struggle and public spectacle. With each day, the stakes grew higher, the challenges more complex, and the need for clarity and courage ever more critical. The storm was far from over, and Erika and Charlie prepared for the next wave, determined to expose every lie, confront every deception, and reclaim the narrative that had been stolen from them. So here we are, at a moment where the truth is no longer hidden, and yet, the story is far from over. Erika Kirk and Charlie have shown us what it means to stand firm in the face of deception, to sift through manipulation and lies, and to confront every betrayal with courage and clarity. The layers of deceit revealed in this saga aren't just dramatic, they're a reflection of what happens when trust is weaponized and perception is manipulated. Fans have watched in shock, curiosity, and disbelief as private messages, leaked, recordings, and orchestrated rumors came to light, exposing the lengths some would go to control narratives and influence reputations. We've seen emotions run high, relationships tested, and even the closest allies drawn into the chaos. And yet, through it all, Erika and Charlie have maintained a sense of purpose, documenting evidence, confronting deception, and navigating an almost endless storm of public scrutiny. Now, as you sit there watching this unfold, it's impossible not to feel the intensity, the tension, and the sheer human resilience displayed throughout these events. You've witnessed arguments that escalated to tears and rage, confrontations that revealed hidden motives, and the slow, painstaking process of uncovering truth from a tangle of lies. Fans have reacted in every possible way, from outrage to skepticism, from loyalty to confusion, but one thing is undeniable: the power of transparency and courage in the face of orchestrated manipulation. And yet, even as we recap the shocking revelations, there are still questions that remain. Who else was involved? How deep does the network of manipulation truly go? What other secrets might surface in the coming days? Each new piece of information could change everything, alter perceptions, and force both fans and participants to reconsider everything they thought they knew. Erika and Charlie's story isn't just entertainment, it's a lesson in vigilance, resilience, and the importance of standing firm when faced with overwhelming pressure. It shows that the truth, even when buried under layers of deceit, has a way of coming to light. It reminds us that emotions are powerful, that people are complex, and that the public eye can be both a blessing and a curse. The family divisions, the heated arguments, the shocking betrayals, all of these elements combine to create a narrative that is not only dramatic, but deeply human. And that's why it matters that you, as a viewer, engage with what you see. It's not just about watching the drama unfold, it's about understanding the stakes, analyzing the evidence, and thinking critically about the motivations behind every action and reaction. It's about recognizing patterns of manipulation, seeing how lies can spread, and learning how to discern truth from fabrication. But beyond that, this story invites you to reflect on loyalty, courage, and the strength required to face public scrutiny. It asks you to consider how you would respond if you were in Erika and Charlie's position, navigating betrayal, confronting manipulators, and trying to reclaim control of your own narrative. And as the saga continues, your role as a fan, observer, and participant in the conversation becomes more significant. Your questions, your reactions, and your opinions all contribute to the ongoing dialogue surrounding these revelations. By commenting, sharing your thoughts, and engaging with the content, you help keep the conversation alive, ensuring that the lessons from this story are not lost amid the chaos of social media chatter. This isn't just a story about drama, it's a story about resilience, strategy, and the human capacity to confront adversity. Every revelation, every confrontation, every moment of doubt or courage adds to a broader understanding of how perception, trust, and influence operate in both private and public spheres. And so, as we reach this moment in the saga, it's crucial that you don't just passively watch. Take a moment to reflect on what you've seen, the emotional highs and lows, the twists and turns, the courage displayed in the face of manipulation. Consider how these events resonate with your understanding of truth, loyalty, and integrity. And most importantly, make your voice heard. Like the video to show support for Erika and Charlie as they continue to navigate this turbulent journey. Subscribe to the channel to stay updated with every new revelation, every shocking twist, and every confrontation that unfolds. And leave a comment sharing your thoughts. Do you believe all the lies have been uncovered? Who do you think was behind the most elaborate schemes? What do you think will happen next? Your engagement doesn't just support the creators, it becomes part of the story itself, adding perspective, insight, and collective curiosity to a saga that has captured attention worldwide. Remember, the story isn't over. As new information emerges, as secrets are revealed, and as emotions continue to run high, staying informed and involved is essential. Erika and Charlie have laid the foundation of truth, but the narrative is still evolving, and your participation helps illuminate the full picture. Share the video with friends who need to see the drama unfold firsthand. Discuss theories, and debate interpretations. Your voice contributes to the public discourse and ensures that the lessons of vigilance, courage, and clarity resonate beyond just the confines of this video. Ultimately, this saga teaches us that truth matters, even when buried beneath layers of deception. It reminds us that courage in the face of manipulation can inspire others, and that standing firm, documenting evidence, and confronting lies directly is a path fraught with difficulty but ultimately rewarding. Erika and Charlie's journey isn't just a story to watch, it's a lesson in resilience, strategy, and emotional strength that challenges us all to consider how we navigate deception, trust, and public perception. So, like, subscribe, and comment now, because the drama is far from over. The revelations continue to unfold, and your engagement ensures you're part of every shocking twist, every emotional confrontation, and every step taken toward exposing the full truth. The saga continues, and you don't want to miss a single moment.